Alright then guys, welcome back to the channel. As always, if you do enjoy what we do on this channel, then please do me a favor. Click the like button, subscribe, and leave your comments in the section below. So, the Ring Magazine New York card was announced yesterday, and it looks to be a fantastic card. Like, it is a great card. Really excited about the fights on this card, and the press conference did not disappoint at all. So looking forward to this. I mean, if you look at the fight card and the fights on there, you know, it is really mouth-watering. Like, you've got Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero. Definitely a really good fight. Both guys, you know, have their strengths in their own sort of way. Ryan Garcia, lightning quick with that left hook. Rolly Romero has some pop in the right hand, so that would be really good to see. You've got Devin Haney versus Ramirez, another great fight. Devin Haney, we know, is a really good boxer. Ramirez, he comes to fight, so that's going to be really interesting. You have Teofimo Lopez versus Barboza Jr. Look, what can you say? You know, Ring Magazine, Take Yellow Shake, The Zone, really good card, and I'm really looking forward to it. But this is boxing. There is so much to talk about every day. So let's have a look at the boxing headlines and see what we can talk about today. So what's this one here? Eddie Hearn doubts New York Commission will reverse Gervonta Davis draw over Lemon Roach. Well, I mean, guys, you guys know, and I know, boxing is not exactly the most, you know, straightforward sport. Right, there's a lot of dishonesty in boxing. I think, you know, the New York Commission, you know, doing a review about what happened to Lemon Roach. I mean, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. We've seen a lot of these things happen in the past, and they amount to nothing. This is boxing. It's really unfortunate, right? Because I believe that boxing needs a centralized body, right? One body that makes the rules, that reinforces the rules, and all the commissions around the world, wherever you are as a boxing commission, you have to follow one rule that is enforced by this body. But unfortunately, boxing, just like in the 70s and the 60s and the 50s and, you know, 40s, where, you know, for how long ago the boxing has existed, it is always run by a bunch of, you know, crooked guys and people that, you know, are always sort of corrupted. So it's really unfortunate because in this fight, Lemon Roach actually lost something, right? All the years of training to fight the top guys. And it's unfortunate because he didn't get the win. And so to be able to earn, you know, life-changing amount of money, right, in a rematch is something that is not going to happen because that was taken away from him, you know, where the referee actually should have counted that as a knockdown. And if he had, Tank would have lost that fight and Lemon Roach would have emerged victorious and, you know, realized his dream and really gone on to achieve better things. So it's unfortunate. This is boxing. I hope that I'm wrong and that the New York Commission, you know, finds it within them to make the right decision. But if not, this is boxing. We've seen it happen so many times and it's really, really unfortunate. Let's see what's next to talk about. Ryan Garcia, you know, fatal fury mission. Ryan Garcia, you know, aims to deliver a knockout, prove readiness for Haney rematch. Yeah, so Ryan Garcia is basically saying he wants to knock Rolly Romero out and basically look forward to fighting Devin Haney for the rematch, basically, which Devin Haney don't seem to be over, you know, that fight that happened between him and Ryan Garcia, and he wants that rematch. So it'll be interesting to see how Ryan Garcia fares with Rolly Romero. If he can knock him out, as he's been promising, that would be really good to see. What's this one here? No acceptance. Haney blames Garcia's PEDs, not his own performance, for crushing defeat. As I said, you know, Devin Haney is definitely not blaming himself. He thinks that Ryan Garcia's PEDs played a part in him losing in that fight, and he's definitely wants the rematch and he wants to right the wrong. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, he's got Ramirez to fight on this card, so he needs to make sure he beats Ramirez, and then Ryan Garcia needs to make sure he can beat Rolly Romero, and then both of them can get it on. It'll be a massive fight. You know, probably happens in Saudi Arabia, that fight, and it'll be a great fight to see. So, you know, wishing both guys good luck, man. It'll be good to see. What's this one here? Ryan Garcia predicts crashing knockout of flawed Rolando Romero, citing weakened chin. So basically, Ryan Garcia is saying that Rolly Romero has a weak chin and he's going to crack that chin. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, Tank, you know, hit Rolly on the chin and he you know, he couldn't come back from that. We know that Tank hits hard. So Ryan Garcia is really fast and he can hit hard as well. So if, you know, he catches Rolly on the chin with one of those left hooks, I'm sure he's going to go down. So it is an exciting fight. Really looking forward to it. So let's see how that goes. What's this one here? Arnold Barboza leaves Teofimo Lopez visibly shaken during Times Square face-off. Well, that's an interesting one because, you know, Teofimo Lopez, currently the champion, he's defending his belt against Barboza Jr. It'll be interesting to see. Teofimo, we know he comes to fight. He's a heavy hitter as well. He hits very hard. Very good boxer, Teofimo. You know, and I think, you know, I'm definitely picking Teofimo to win this fight, but I don't think he's going to have it all his way. I think Barboza Jr. Is a very competent fighter and will definitely come to win. So definitely a really interesting fight to look forward to. What's this one here? Dillian Whyte pulls out of fight with Joe Joyce. Do you know what? I'm going to make a separate video about this one because I want to talk about a few things with Dillian Whyte. So look out for the video where I talk about Dillian Whyte pulling out of the fight with Joe Joyce. Because, yeah, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to that particular fight. And Dillian Whyte's basically current situation, I think, you know, there's a few talking points. So watch out for that video. What's this one here? Tank Davis says he wants Lemon Roach rematch soon, like end of May. Do you know what? It's really interesting because after the fight, in the post-match press conference, Tank Davis actually said that he didn't want a rematch straight away. I think that he's saying this now because, you know, the boxing world has literally gone, you actually lost that fight. You know, Lemon Roach lost that fight. People are actually calling for the rematch. And I think that is the reason why Gervonta Davis is definitely open to having that rematch, because at first, after the fight, he was not open to having that rematch. So it'll be interesting to see if they can make it as soon as possible the way he wants it. What's this one here? Eddie Hearn lists 5 fighters who are in the running to fight Anthony Joshua. Well, look, Joshua needs to, you know, I mean, I think there is actually a few fights here that Joshua can take. Number one, I think him and Daniel Dubois, there was a rematch clause. So that's definitely a fight that he can take. Although I don't think Joshua deserves that rematch. I think, you know, he was beaten. I think either either Joseph Parker or Agit Caballero deserves the rematch against, you know, Daniel Dubois, or deserves a title shot against Daniel Dubois. But I think Joshua's, you know, best chance to winning a title is taking that rematch with Daniel Dubois, or, you know, fighting Joseph Parker, because they had one fight already, which Joshua won. So I think Joseph Parker would definitely be open to Anthony Joshua too. It will be a massive fight. It will be a stadium fight in the UK, or in Saudi Arabia. So I think Joshua has some really good options there, but he needs to make the right decision. And right now in his career, I think his team are making sure they can match Joshua very well, because he hasn't got much left. I think Joshua's got max 3 fights and he's going to call it a day. So look, he needs to make the right decisions and get it going. So it'll be interesting to see what Anthony Joshua actually does in the next coming fights. What's this one here? Gervonta Davis' team reaches out to Lomachenko despite more lucrative options. Is Gervonta Davis is he looking to take Lomachenko because he thinks Lomachenko is not the fighter that he used to be? Because I think Lomachenko actually beat Devin Haney in that fight. I think he won that fight. So I don't know what the intentions are here, but you could say that Ryan Garcia and his team are looking for a big name on his record because of what has happened to the fight with Lemon Roach. So definitely wanting to have a big name, have a big knockout, and really say that, look, it was a fluke against Lemon Roach, and he is still who he is. So they're probably targeting Lomachenko because they think he will probably be a good fighter on his record to silence the doubters and people that are criticizing him at the moment. So look, it's really interesting. You guys let me know what you think about what we've discussed in this video, regarding the boxing headlines. As always, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, keep growing with me, and I'll see you guys on the next one.